traders, welcome back to another Relentless recap. Guys, this one is going to be short and sweet. It's 7 p.m. and I have to go to the gym. Today was a very choppy day for me. There's not really much level 2 action, so we'll save the live archive for tomorrow. Hopefully there's some better momentum for me. But stocks that we traded. GNS, HSCS, let's see, HSCS. Let's put on our show trades here and let's see what transpired. So we traded 50,000 shares on HSCS. It was a pretty cheap stock. We really tried to get things going and dial in on this stock, but we just could not connect, man. It was a back and forth battle all day for me. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Just could not see the follow through. So, initially the first part of this move I didn't miss. Came around 957 as it opened up a little bit more and traded the consolidation here. It did not continue. We broke down and then gave a red to green, as we can see here on the 5-minute chart. So, getting long down here, potentially looking for trades off the lows, but getting chopped out as it went all the way down to 82 and then curled back up. So, sometimes that's how it goes with these opportunities, man. Over here, it's the same deal again. We got a very low pullback, and this time it's actually a little bit better this time because it's more so of a double bottom when we look at the ABCD. But still, a little tricky. Bounces off a VWAP down here essentially, and it gives a huge green candle. I watched this green candle go. The price action just was not smooth. It was not smooth price action, so I ended up missing the trade. I watched that from start to finish, that green candle. So over here, I attempted some trades to try and hold longer, but it just kept looking like it was going to trend down, and so I stopped out. It did trend down. We had a low of 85, and then the bounce that I thought would have happened over here. So I'm looking for something like this, some big green candles here. Instead, it comes a little later, and so I missed that opportunity. So scratch on HSCS. GNS on the other hand, we are green 150. Let's take a quick look without the show trades just to see how the charts are looking, and then we'll put it back up. So here we go. Here's our 5-minute. Yeah, I have this one marked out. A lot of trend lines. We have the 200 EMA and a daily level as well at 28, right? So let's zoom in on it now with the show trades. So early, we did start on this one early. We tried to, get long, throw some size out there just to see if we would take off. It didn't quite. Attempted a VWAP bounce twice, rejected both times. The third time it does the VWAP bounce, rather break a VWAP trade. I'm not there. I'm watching something else, and so the third time was the charm today. I missed it, and it comes up into where the 200 EMA. And that daily level we had at 28, it has a hard time, triple top, quadruple top, and then pulls back some more, and then finally breaks through. And it did well. It did well after pushing through, and this is where I was really and truly able to make some more of the gains. And my share size today was fluctuating a lot. And this is one of the things with when you fluctuate share size is that sometimes you'll have a loser and you might decide, hey, I'm going to size down to try to protect myself a little bit. I'm not really quite seeing the level of accuracy I would like. And then your next good trade, it comes with that smaller size. And so you don't really have that balance. But that happened to me today. So I had some decent winning trades with smaller size, which didn't really help. But I also didn't feel confident to keep bigger size because just the inaccuracies. Green, green, bigger red trade. Green, 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 bigger red trade, wiping everything out just over and over. Couldn't build anything. And so, it's why you guys will see my share size has fluctuated a little bit throughout the move. So we had daily levels at 43 as well. We got to a high of 27. It pulls back, and beautiful. Let's look at this at the 5-minute. It's a beautiful, beautiful bounce from this level of 28 down here. Look at this bottoming wick. It goes to a low of 13 actually. So it does break down the lows. Am I looking at the right area here? This is around 1040. Okay, no. So it's over here. It's actually over here. Yeah. So look at this pullback. 727 comes down to 625. You know why I didn't really take this trade? I'm watching at another stock, one that was halting up at the time. So this is also a part of what makes trading tricky, is that sometimes there'll be multiple stocks moving at the same time. And generally for me, when I'm looking at one stock and really dialing in on it, I can get a good connection, a good feel, understand the personality of the stock, and it's like you're intertwined. So didn't stand a chance to get this move and capture it. Um, Missed it completely. Traded it up here, got chopped around, and so we just didn't quite get to see the type of gains we would have wanted to on this level of a move, right? Because this thing went from lows of 5 to a high of 740. $2.50 essentially, and those pre-market traders, of course, enjoyed this one. Pre-market, it did its thing. It went from a low of 372, to a high of 612. So, almost 100% pre-market. That was GNS. And lastly, GMVD. You can see we made more money on this one with just, way less trades, about 2 trades. And so one of these trades was a resumption trade. And let's see, it's pushing up. Let's see, the halt level is at 773. Okay. So I see this stock is, making a new high over 628. And I come with small size because I'm like, man, it's a little early. I don't really know how it's moving. I was watching some of the other ones. Switch over. I'm like, okay, small size just to test the water. I'm in. And this is one of those trades where with small size, it's a little unfortunate because with 1500, 2500, 3K, anything, uh, we would have done that much better. But it's a solid trade. We get about 15 cents in there, and it goes into the halt. I don't get a chance to get back in on resumption. It's pretty disappointing. I attempted break of 7 for a bit of a dip and rip, and it just, price action, wild, whippy, and it flushes down to a low of 27, halting down, resuming lower, and trending lower. And this is a good example as to why we have to respect our stops. Even if our stop was higher up and the stock skipped over it, it's like, hey, I'm watching for an entry at 7. My stop is at 690 or 695, 680, whatever it might be. This one just went from 7 straight down to 27. Like nothing you could do. It just in the blink of an eye. Boom. But what we try and do is sell into the halt down or sell right here on this candle on resumption. Because if not, it went from 606 then down to 550, then 518, and it's like you lost another dollar a share. Can this bounce back? Some days they do, but this is irrational weakness and it's telling us more than likely it'll continue lower. I think only 1 out of 10 times this type of opportunity here bounces back to the highs, like only 1 out of 10 times. So yeah, that was the day. There was another stock, but I think this one was a scratch. CVNA. Oh yeah, well, it's worth talking about it. CVNA was pretty strong. Another one where I just was not able to connect. It's a slightly higher float one, but it really gave a nice move. I came late to this area here. It was halted up, so I missed the first couple of green candles. We went from a low of 835 to a high of 958, over a dollar a share. And this is the area you want to be trading. High of day is at 860 at this point in time. I want to be trading it either bouncing off the VWAP or at least once the incline starts. So here, and riding the wave up. If I probably came here, I probably would have done well, and it would have given me a chance to get a good feel without being chopped up in this consolidation, because you don't feel like you're connected to the stock. You don't quite understand how it's moving, and you can see again. So I switch away to something else. Look at this. It's choppy here. It is. We got a bottoming wick. It chops me out. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna move on. And me looking away, it does a bit of an ABCD, a bit of a 3-bar play here, quick pullback, and then higher, higher, higher. Where do I come and trade? In the consolidation, in the chop. So I missed all the upsiding, the upside incline. Over here, the first time we're getting one, we get some topping wicks, and I'm not able to do super well. So it was a little disappointing on this one. CVNA. low of 979, high of 1016. But it's the same concept, like, watching this stock, watching it from early, getting a good feel. If I'm to do that, I'm pretty sure I'll get a better, I'll get better accuracy as I'm trading it. But I'm all over the place today. 5 stocks on watch, you know, I feel like I'm just running you see those videos of the dogs chasing their tails. It's like you're running in a circle, just trying to catch the next move, and you're missing everything. So that was the day, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, we are up 309, and today was the day where I said, you know what, surrender to the market and throw in the towel because I was up 365. I'm like, you know what, let's stick around and see what else is moving, and if we can't make some more, it was not the day. So yeah, that was it. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button if you're watching on YouTube. If you're a new viewer, consider subscribing and turn on the notification bell. That way you guys know when I go live, which I will be live tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. sharp. Well, actually 9 a.m. sharp. So stay tuned for tomorrow's live stream. Check out those links down below, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Stay safe, stay green.